Hey there, friends. Talking about this area out here off of the northeastern coastline of Luzon. Trying to do more of these streaming type updates just for this information continue to flow. But you can see right here, it does look like, we have a tropical low, high risk of development. Probably going to be called Bising, to be quite honest with you. That's going to be skirting the northeastern coastline of Luzon, increasing rainfall, of course, in the Sierra Madre Mountains, and also inflow on the backside of it. So a lot of rain for Region 1. But then it's probably going to shift towards the north here. And you can see actually a lot of the spaghetti plots, the guidance showing that shift towards the north. In fact, take a look at this real quick. This is the ECMWF, just showing that hard turn north and actually taking it kind of closer to Okinawa. I think it's probably going to shift west, though, maybe Miyako-jima, Ishigaki-jima. But the point is increasing rainfall for northern Luzon and eventually over towards Taiwan, Okinawa, and the southern Japanese islands could be looking at some impacts too. So, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted. I'm going to monitor comments here, take some of your questions. But I'm just on standby. I'm trying to do more of these, just streaming updates, information coming through. If you want more, hey, get straight to the point. I've also uploaded those videos separately on here, so just stand by for that or check it out. Also check out our social medias at Western Pacific Weather and Robert Spetto Weather on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all of those places. All right, I'll jump in the comment section. I already see a few of you in there chiming in here on bright and early on your Wednesday morning. I always appreciate that. So yeah, we'll stand by. Let's continue to monitor this together. So I will be here if you have questions. Yeah, just realized that was some old information. There is not a set pad out there right now. For those of you who might be jumping on. By the way, I'm here behind the scenes. I want to answer some of your questions if they do come up. I did see a few people from Paoe. Paoe and Gmore. I hope that's where you're watching from. Ludapon there for Claude. Everybody just stopping by. I did just upload a new video on the channel discussing the risk of a typhoon near Okinawa in the southern Japanese islands. Also, a separate one earlier on today about the Philippines, more specifically, as you can see right here, the storm, which looks like it's going to bring in some pretty decent messy conditions for northeastern areas of Luzon, specifically Cagayan province. But then that flow going to set up on the backside of it, increasing rainfall for the west coast. So kind of a twofer. You know, you get that first impact, and our storm's going to be turning towards the north, shown here. Then you're going to get that inflow on the backside of it, dragging in moisture out across the Philippines, especially for those western seaboards. So, see right there, yeah, our southern Japanese islands, friends, Taiwan, and of course, currently the northeastern coastline of Luzon, where we are currently seeing heavy rainfall in spots here, especially near the Sierra Madre Mountains. So, yeah, you know, it's plenty of impacts to come with it. I think that this is going to stall out. I think we're going to see some good amount of precipitation, as we already are, into northern areas of the Philippines. So rain totals over the course of the next 3-4 days, 100 to 200 millimeters. That's enough to swell up some rivers, especially on the west coast, like the Opera River. I seen somebody right there for me, Locos Norte. Opera River is going to be looking at that pretty decent rainfall. What's the risk for Shanghai? Shanghai, I mean, outside of the rainy season front, it's been lifting towards the north. I don't think this is going to impact you, though. This is probably going to stall out over the southern Japanese islands. You see right there, it kind of slows down. It's because of this high pressure ridge just towards the north of the Philippines, which is more or less causing this area to edge further and further west. And that means that you know, it's not making that sharp turn towards the north just yet. But the point is that high pressure ridge is going to keep most weather systems away from the eastern coastline of China, including Shanghai there. So hopefully, yeah. What would you say, because of models either show the storm curving into Shanghai or straight to the Korean Peninsula? What models are you saying that are curving it towards Shanghai? I see the ECMWF in 10 days takes it across Taiwan, and the GFS turns it north and east, almost out to sea. Okay, there is the run. The latest run does show it kind of moving out towards the Korean Peninsula. But with that high pressure ridge in place, I do think that's unlikely. And this is what I'm looking at right here. This is a Tuesday heading into Wednesday to Thursday. I think that's probably what you're looking at when you say latest runs. You're probably specifically talking about the GFS. Because the ECMWF shows this in the very long range, more so towards Taiwan. And that's just one GFS model. I've seen most of them have been churning it, kind of hooking with this trough right here and churning it towards the north and east. So I guess, you know, to say that Shanghai's not at risk is probably premature of me. It could be looking at the threat there, but it's more likely it would edge towards the west or towards the north just because of that high pressure ridge over you. I don't expect that high pressure to be removed that quickly. So it's a good question, though, and I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Thanks for raising up about it. But those spaghetti models are a hot mess. All right, so if you look at the spaghetti models, also remember with the spaghetti models, just because one of the models kind of points in your direction doesn't mean to get worried about it. I'm trying to pull up the spaghetti models right now because they're all over the place, and that's the whole point of it. If you see a big, ooh, I think we got a new, JTWC saying they're calling that area east of the Mariana Islands possibly a tropical depression now. That's breaking news right here. We're talking about it. All right, I'll show you real quick. So this is fresh, not named because it's a tropical depression by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, but JTWC is calling this a tropical depression now. Let's take a look at this. This is fresh off the press here for you. Now it's a good old fish storm. You know, it's not the most serious of systems here. It's east even of the Ogasawara Islands, and it's going to follow this troughing, this cloud cover off towards the north. There's no impacts on any land areas, and that's why you can see here, yeah, it turns towards the north, and not really. Once again, the main issue, it's not so much that, it's going to be this one over the Philippines. Look at that. Just a mess of this broad area of low pressure moving across northern Luzon. Not very organized by any means. My God, I can't find the low-level center. It might relocate to the west coast of Luzon and then get that churn towards the north. And the models may be slacking on just when it wants to. Because look at this here, the GFS. Yeah, this is weird. I think the models are really just doing a poor job on this. When I say that, I mean something else. Anyways, yeah, it's interesting. But regardless, a lot of rainfall for northern Luzon. I turn towards the north. I think the ECMWF might be getting a little extreme, a little crazy here, but we'll see. Hopefully it just falls apart and doesn't make that turn towards the north. I get egg in my face, but everybody survives and doesn't have to worry too much about, a full-on typhoon impacting them. Jack plays Roblox as Mom and Dane's Basing, yeah. Has it been named? Is it named Basing yet? Somebody just said Basing on there. I have to continue to check back in. If what's funny about Pagasa, I don't see it being called Basing. Yeah, it's still a low pressure area, just a high chance. And the other one, the new tropical depression, is forming so far to the east. It's outside the Philippine area of responsibility, so it's not going to get named by Pagasa. Yeah, what I was going to say, what's funny is that I always go to Pagasa's Facebook page first to check for new information. Anybody else do that? Because it feels like, I don't know if it's true, it's just my feeling on it. It feels like their site is always slow. It's hard to get to, and it's late. The information comes in after the stuff's posted on social, maybe because it's just slow and it feels slow. What's the most common track in July? July storms, we're starting to see more of them kind of taking this exact track, actually. They start around the Philippines, head up towards Taiwan, Okinawa, and then they start to recurve. We are in that time of year where, and the main reason why they do that, start around the Philippines, head up towards Taiwan, Okinawa, and recurve, is because they kind of develop quite often this time of year, Wild Earth, with the southwest monsoon. So it gets attached with these areas of convection coming out of the West Philippine Sea and kind of moves towards the north and east. Once the overall monsoon lifts towards the north with the rainy season front, then we start to see more of those straight runner type storms and the east to west type storms, because it is still June, which is going to be taking place in the next few weeks, to be honest with you. We're starting to see the high pressure ridge lift towards the north, but for now, you can see here you have that broad rotation, but if you look towards the west of the Philippines, you also have that monsoonal flow coming in. And then we have the trough towards the north, which should allow it to move off into that direction. Should. Good morning from Banglo, Bohol. Alan and JoJo's Philippine Adventure. Alan and JoJo, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write down Alan and JoJo's Philippine Adventure. Oh, God. I'm always looking for good vlogs, good people to talk to. If you ever are up for like a little podcast, I love to talk to people about their adventures out there, and that's some good stuff. So Alan and JoJo's Philippine Adventure, I'm gonna check that out. Better be some good videos on there. Hey, good morning. Norm says you do a great job today. I feel like I'm just chilling, doing a slow job, but I'm trying my best. I did upload 2 videos for the Westpac today. I'm also tracking a risk of tropical development over the state of Florida, and continuing to track Flossie off of the coastline of Mexico. It's Cat 2 now, so tropics are really heating up, and I try to dabble myself as a global tropical forecaster, so I'm happy that you find the information useful. What is the most storm surge prone area in the Philippines? Cebu? Not really, based on what I've seen, because Cebu Island specifically, albeit it feels low, It's has a strait in between it, so the water when it rushes through, it doesn't really get piled up on the coast. So I wouldn't really call Cebu a. Yes, they can get a storm surge, but as we've seen, and was it our storm a couple of years ago, Odette, didn't really see the biggest storm surge in Cebu. We saw a lot of wind damage because the funneling between the mountains really enhanced it. If you need more of an exposed area for storm surge. So yes, you can get it there. Yes, obviously, if the ingredients are absolutely right. But it really is those low-lying areas on the east coast, or if we get a big storm coming from the west coast. So like Manila Bay actually is very storm surge prone, and I think Manila Bay and like Rojas Boulevard, the right there along the coast, if we get this right storm set up that pushes those winds into the bay through the corridor straight there and just push all of that water. Cavite City, Manila could be looking at the storm surge and likes of what we've seen in Tacloban during Yolanda, in which because the water was all funneled into one specific area. And Tacloban, by the way, if I had to say there was a storm surge place, and not only because of Haiyan, but because of the way the bay, the inlet, and it's kind of a low-lying area right there, so the water naturally gets funneled. Big change in the tides in that area because the water gets funneled. I think that there are other spots that could be like Casiguran. If a storm hits just right there, that could be very, very bad as well. But so to answer your question, Cebu, yes, storm surge possibility, but I think it's more you have to be kind of exposed a bit more to the open ocean. You don't have to be. An historic case of one of the I think the third deadliest natural disaster in the United States of America was from a storm surge in the 30s, or was it the 20s? I think 28. I'm reading a book on it. The book is downstairs. But anyways, it was the Okefenokee, not the Okefenokee, the Okefenokee. Yeah, no. It was the what's the big lake in South Florida? Gosh, this Okefenokee is a swamp. Anyways, it was an inland lake. Gosh, once I say it out loud, I'm going to be like, duh. That started at Seychelles, and the surge really pushed up there, and that's a lake. So, and that killed a lot of people. So, yeah, you don't have to be exposed to the open ocean, but it's just one of the things. Yes, the Galveston hurricane. No, Galveston is different than the one I'm talking about, Wild Earth. I am talking about the Labor Day hurricane. It's the book I'm reading is called Black Cloud. And it's about, this. I'm going to Google it just so I can get this right, because I don't want to spread the wrong information. So, yeah, it is. Anyway, it's a book I'm only on chapter 1 here, but it's about 1928. So the Galveston hurricane was in 1900, about 3 decades after that. 700 people were died. West Palm Beach area here, and it killed a lot of people, and not just because of the surge near the coast, but because of the inland flooding here, with not Okefenokee, Lake Okeechobee, so close but so far. My Florida geography people are going to kill me. It's one of the biggest freshwater lakes in the surface area in the country. My goodness. But yeah, Lake Okeechobee caused significant, and also there was a lot of race divides and everything. A whole bad thing to do with it, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, there you go, Wild Earth. You got there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that was in 1928. Killed a lot of people. So, yeah, I guess you don't need the open ocean to see a significant storm surge. Even in Jacksonville, Florida, where I'm currently at, Irma in 2017 caused a big surge. Not because of the ocean. The St. Johns River actually pushed up on shore. So, yeah. But, I mean, to go back to what your original question was, the worst spot in the Philippines, I would say Tacloban. But I think the most prone, the area with the highest chance of seeing a catastrophe, the area I worry about the most, I should say, is the waterfront in Manila. I think that one day we're going to get a storm there that pushes up through Manila Bay. The water is going to get funneled. That'd be pretty bad. Yeah. In your opinion, what is the strongest typhoon or hurricane ever? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Everybody always darts to Yolanda. What I think it was up there, but I think there was some stronger ones out to sea that we probably may have missed. For example, like Odette. I think if Odette got recon into it, we would have had a pressures at like 870. And there's a lot of storms like that in the Western Pacific, to be honest with you. So I can't say a specific one, to be honest, because there were so many specimens that are just incredible. I do think that Haiyan/Yolanda, if we had recon, I think it's by far the strongest one to make landfall. That's not even a question. But I do think if we had recon, like a plane flying into it, a high-resolution satellite, something to give us truth observations, because it broke the Dvorak system. Like, that's what we use. That was like, I don't know what to rate this because it's just so darn strong. I think that Haiyan would be stronger than Tip. Controversial opinion, but I do think that. I think that and you know what made Tip so special? In the 70s, if you go to Wikipedia, go to it right now, and in the 70s, the top, like, 8 of the top 10 strongest typhoons ever recorded all took place in the 70s. Why do you think that? Was the 70s stronger storms? Actually, based on historical context, were kind of quieter in the 70s. But it's because the United States had recon flying out of Guam. It was the last time we had C-130s flying in the planes and actually making accurate recordings of the pressure. So I think that if we had that in the last 20 years, we would have had many, many storms that peaked out stronger with a lower pressure than Typhoon Tip. That's my thoughts there. Yolanda peaked stronger than Hurricane Patricia in the Eastern Pacific. No, Patricia, because Patricia had official recordings that made it deeper. Josh Morgan, a friend of mine, actually recorded pressure that was lower than Haiyan. So that's that. But in Yolanda, when that made landfall, the radars went down, all the pressure stations went down. We didn't really have a solid, good barometer reading. So, and not only just at landfall, but just offshore. And I think just offshore, prior to landfall, Yolanda, it would have rivaled Patricia. Patricia was a beast, though. That's a tricky question. And then now we're just talking about, the difference between like those type of storms, and that's more of a scientific type deal at that point. We're talking about things that broke the scale. Maganda umaga to you as well, D Fresh. Good morning. I know it's bright and early at 7 a.m. wherever you are. Thank you so much for getting, it takes a special type of person to get up, look at their phone, and go, I'm going to watch meteorologist Robert Speta just yap here at 6 in the morning talking about the threat of some tropical systems. So thank you very much for stopping by. We got about 40 people on our stream right now, by the way. So anyways, I'm going to take a break from this right now, just my talking. I'm going to continue to answer your questions. My significant other wants to use the computer. I will, she maybe might jump on the stream. If you comment in the comment section, say, hey, bring her on the stream. I would. She speaks Tagalog, better than me. I'm terrible at it. I got Magandang Umaga there, so maybe she might come on and talk to you guys. Anyways, I will be back possibly in a bit. So as always, thanks for watching, and don't go anywhere though. I mean, I'm going to be here. I'm going to put on some music for you and get you going here on your Wednesday morning as we watch this big, broad area of convection bringing heavy rainfall to the northern areas of the Philippines right now. Hey friends, I'm just kind of behind the scenes here working on some stuff. I just want to say to Clad, thank you so much for the donation just now at 500 Philippine pesos. Thank you so much. Every bit counts, and I truly, truly appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, check out the chat here, and I mean, you get that like and subscribe. That's always free, but this does, because the graphics you see here, they are TV level graphics. They do cost a little bit, so thank you so much. Just to answer a few of your questions, Chief Karma says, really positive, kind, and nice comment. I think the comment itself is supposed to be... anyways, thank you so much. I like the positive attitude. Typhoon Yagi was also pretty impressive here. That's what Darth Vader is saying. Yeah, you remember Yagi? Oh, my goodness. That was another one. There's a, and each storm has their different variabilities. I mean, I've seen some of them like that are the big monsoonal gyres type, so they're not Cat 5s, they're barely tropical storms, but they unload like thousands of millimeters of rainfall in certain areas because it's just a training effect. So, yeah, that's just answering some of your guys' questions. Aaron, good morning. Is the third quadrant of a typhoon as powerful as a hurricane? I'm not sure what you mean exactly by the third quadrant. Seems like silly. Maybe I should know. I guess the point is, are typhoons are as powerful as hurricanes? It just depends. Typhoons got more open fields to run, so they got a bigger area in the Philippine Sea and warmer temperatures and more time for tropical development. But I mean, if you give time to 1 year ago today, we had Beryl rolling across the Atlantic, and that was given plenty of time and warm temperatures and plenty of time to develop into a major Cat 5, the strongest in the month of June. So, yeah, it all guess depends. But on average, typhoons are they take the cake. Anyways, I'll be back, guys. Stepping out for one more time here, but I'm continuing to watch the stream. Just out of the corner of my eye here. Hey friends, just a real quick, Marian's here. Remember, from if you ever want to see more of her, she doesn't feel like being on the camera right now, but so I threw her on anyways. Check out our breezy banter conversations. Yeah, and I did see Lunar right there. Just said, "What's your experience with tropical forecasting? Would be awesome if you made a forecasting series on here." On how to forecast. Well, first off, check out my channel. Real is in it. The intro to the Western Pacific Weather Channel, and you okay? She's in it. Also, yeah, that's a good idea. You okay? What are you doing?
Nothing.
All right. Anyways, I'll get you guys back to it here. It's a good tip. So just give her a little cameo. Make sure you check out our Breezy Banter series.